All right, I'm going to attempt to explain to you what I did when it came to my modification in terms of the wood stove. Now, you see the bricks right there? That's held by this and this right there, okay? And so what was happening is you see these L brackets? You see these two? These are still fine, okay? But these are the ones that I got. And they're like 3/4. They're thicker because the old ones that came with the wood stove, they warped. And so these, and I got an extra pair. And I'll mod these as well. But basically, what happened was these warped and they broke. So for all of my wood stoves, I got this thicker one, and it ain't going to warp. I don't care how much heat you can put to it. There's no way that you're going to put enough heat in order to warp 3/4 steel. So basically what I did was, this is the old one, or my extra pair, and this holds the wood, and the wood sits here on the back and front side. So you see how these two go? Okay. So what you're seeing is that is this right here and this right here. Okay. So what I did, because the problem was is that every time you shove wood in here, it goes like this. You see that? You see that? And I'm pressing pretty hard. You see that? What used to happen before I put the modifications is that when I put a piece of wood in here, it would hit up on this piece of brick right here, and it would push it up and it would push it out. See, the baffled is the section that's back here, okay? So basically, what I did was, on the top end of these, and I went to someone that does that welding, and I had them put a bracket on this part and on this part, and I showed it in the previous video. And what that did is that not only is this is thick, but it has an extra thick plate above it. So when I put wood in here, it can't just, you see that? You see that? I can't, because it's sitting in that area right there. It can't just push this out of place. So this is locked into place. And as long as this thing is right here, so you see these two pieces right here? You see that? That right there. And there's another one on the other side. Right there. Okay? Right there. And basically what that does is that it prevents this piece from pushing forward, thereby the brick falling out of the containment system. And then what happens after that is that I have to shut down the wood stove, and I have to fix this brick system because of the baffles, okay? So this closes. This area right here, it closes, okay? So I'm not going to close it now because I got the door open, but I can't, if I close it, it further prevents it from going this way. You see how I'm pushing this? Before, if I push this out, because I didn't have those modifications right there, this piece that's welding onto this right here, fitting down at an angle into this back area, I can't push this brick out of the way. So therefore, my brick stays there. I get to have my system intact, and I don't have to worry about shutting down the unit when a brick falls out of place. So now I'm in a situation where a brick literally can't fall out of place, because you see it's hitting that L bracket that I put right here. Okay, that extra flat bracket that I put right here. So it can't get pushed out of place. See? And then it can't be pushed this way because of these two pieces that I had installed right there and right there. You see that? So that's basically what I came up with when it came to the modifications. I always suggest that people get additional parts like this, because if you have this is a Lopi, and then I own two of these. But if you uh, are maintaining this wood stove, you need extra brick. You need an extra piece of glass. If you have a glass door, you need extra piece of steel pieces, or replace them with the 3/4, because the 1/2 inch, some of these pieces on this wood stove, it warps, and so it goes bad. But these that I got from a local steel supply shop, these ain't gonna warp. No, they ain't gonna warp at all. So they'll last 3 lifetimes, and so that's why I always got an extra pair. And I'll go ahead, knowing that my modifications work for in here, I'll go ahead and do the same, so I'll have a backup pair. But this is how I've modified the wood stove to ensure that the bricks are not just falling down, and it is going to save a whole bunch of time, energy, and it's going to work well. But hopefully I was able to educate you folks on something here. And as you see, I'll close the door. And then you see that baffle right here? This closes right here. And you can't see it, but it's hitting that baffle. It's hitting that steel piece. But I don't have to worry about the bricks falling out anymore. It is just a blessing. But you got to innovate. All right, shalom.